So welcome Dreamer Society members, welcome to a little bit of deck building with the Dreamer Society and your boy Robbie Dagger. So we're looking at this new week. The battlefield has switched over. We got two Sicarius combos here. Heconicaire, and then who's immune to slow and curse tanks, scribble that down. And then we've got Ifrit, with Ifrit, who is immune to debarrier. And then also, for the people who like abuse, we've got Ultima Sicarius, immune to weaken and on guard. And then we've got Belias. Ultima with Belias. Belias is immune to stun and sleep. Very interesting week for the tanks, I think. So we're dealing with Earth Fire and Light Fire. So you're already looking at this, and you're gonna have to build like two different setups. Hikana dude. Hikana Matata. That's the best one. Hikana Chur. I get corrected. I've been corrected on that name so many times, and everybody says it some completely different. Hold on. But y'all know who I'm talking about. So, what is the battle? I think I'm predicting the battle everybody's going to be doing is Ultima and Belias. Let's be real, because those are better mats. Belias is a better mat than Ifrit, unless you like don't have Ifrit. So let's build for this. So let's start from the top. Let's build up a tank that can resist light and fire. We already know that's our trusty, dusty paladin. Oops. Those are single player decks. Let's go into the multiplayer decks. And so, gonna be setting up a paladin for this. I think Paladin's going to be the best tank. What do you guys think? Pally's probably one of the better tanks. I can't think of any other tank that can drive light and fire. Where's Pally? Final Guitar, what's up, dude? Welcome back, dude. Firm's like, you mean you don't use one deck to destroy every boss? Nope, dude. And then as far as weapons go, you've got a lot of options as a tank. I feel like you could use Blaze Fire X if you were crazy, but Masamune is still the best if you got it. If you don't have it, probably Blaze Fire. If you don't have that, Valianto's always a good option. Look at that stat boost. Very nice. So we'll be taking the Masamune for the reunion and all that stuff. So this is our man right here. This is perfect tank for this battle. You can drive your light. You can drive the fire for Belias. You can also drive water to get rid of Belias's water. Well, I mean his oil debuff. I'm sorry, not water debuff. His oil debuff. So that is solid. I don't like a tank without a taunt. Now I don't have any of the new taunts. So I'm rocking like, these ugly old taunts. FFRK taunts. Wait, are these FFRK taunts? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm very behind in the taunts. But let me see, is anybody immune to sleep? I think Belias can't be slept. He can't be slept or stunned. Oh, Gab, I wanted SR off for deck building, so we could put on some non-royalty, some copyright-free stuff. Oh my God, Kumar said Pally build 2 Aeriths is not in sleep. Oh my God. So what I like to bring on my Pally, because Ultima is a heavy hitter, I really want some kind of deep barrier and a curse. Since I don't think Stunlock's gonna be a thing this week. Yeah, so we're building up for Ultima and Belias right now. I just want to look at their debuffs. What debuffs they can't be given. So no on guard, weaken, and no stun. So you can sleep. You can't. Oh no, you can't sleep. You can't sleep Belias. You can't stun or sleep Belias. Okay. So there's kind of a lot of good options you can use on your pally. I may not bring sleep since you can't even use that, but there's a lot of good combo cards. Like this gives the Brave and Curse, lowering the amount of damage your party's going to be taking. You can still on guard. You could use something like Keep Worrying for the debarrier and weaken, but some of the enemies can't be weakened. I think Ultima can't be weakened. Oh, final guitar, where are you at in the tower, dude? Impulse, I like Viking. Viking's still really good for MP. So I might go with something like Deep Brave for this week, just so I can actually land all these debuffs. So we got Deep... Well, this gives Deep Brave, so... Deep Brave and Curse. So this is what's going to keep your party alive. This lowers your enemy's damage. We can bring on guard. For Belias, at least. Let's see, what else could we bring here? I'm not the best at building tanks up. Duo Neo with those defender reports usually does a really good job at covering all the options for tanks every week. If you haven't checked those out. The only other debuff I can really add is like Cursega. We could go with sleep just to sleep the first boss. I honestly don't have any other real debuffs to bring, it looks like. Might go with Keep Worrying just to keep stuff going. Day Without Sun says the Brave. Day Without Sun posted an awesome picture of 2 Bismarcks, Unguard, and then a taunt. That looks amazing. I wish I had power like that, for sure, man. So, yeah, Ungarda. Ungarda's this nice red one. Legendary Golem. So this is okay. Not looking as good as Day Without Sun with the double Bismarck, but this should work. I feel pretty comfortable with this. I might tweak it out a little bit. The best thing you're going to be able to do is drive for your whole party, though, to keep your party going. So let's move on to... So we kind of always skip over healers every week. Honestly, their setups aren't as important, just because the tank should be driving for you, and if the tank's not driving for you, then you've got 2 attackers, and you should be killing. So that's why we kind of skip here healers every week. But I will say, I believe Devout has all these elements. If you were worried about needing to drive, I think Devout's got you covered. So Devout's probably the best healer, best in slot for healer this week for this battle particularly. And if you have your True Scale X, you're looking really good. If you don't have it, then keep working on it. Hopefully you get it really soon with that double prismatic starter. Now for the most interesting things I think building is your tank. I mean your attacker and your breaker. I think breaker and attacker are kind of the most complicated. So you need something to deal damage to the opposite elements. So we would want dark and water. Dark and water attacker and a dark and water breaker. A dark and water breaker, I already know for sure Grappler's got that down pat. I believe Noel carries those elements. There may be a new, you know, something else to bring. Oh yeah, occultist. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff. Occultist, soldier first class, very good. Can you guys think of any others for attacker? Wait, Hope has the elements for both bosses, not devout? Fire, light, and oh no, we're talking about, my bad, we're talking about so Deathlight Thor, we're just talking about Ultima with, who's the other guy? Ultima with Belias. But yeah, for the other fight, for the Bahamut and Heki, Bahamut, Ifrit and Heki, yeah, Hope actually covers all those elements with the dark, with the fire and the earth. Snow can attack. Judge Master with 80% water. So there's a lot of good options as far as attackers go this week. So this is going to be a fun week for attackers. We're going to see the occultists again. We'll see the soldier first classes that we haven't seen in a long time. We'll probably see some people spamming Ragnarok. That'll probably be a kind of a new thing. So this already covers all the elements we need. Is this breaker? We don't, well, since we're still fighting Ultima, I would still want to bring a Dispel. So I basically won't change this deck from last week, because we still want to Dispelga to deal with Ultima Sicarius. So this is probably going to be the way this deck right here is going to stay. Do we have any other breakers that cover these elements besides like Null? This one doesn't, no. Okay. So you have options. You can cover with a lot of breakers. You're going to be able to cover one or the other element. But otherwise, no. Viking. Let's check Viking. I think Viking is Dark, Wind, Earth. Wherever Viking is. Dark Winder, yeah. Okay, so no Viking. Final Guitar said people still break Ultima. It's almost equally as easy to unguard Ultima and then kill her straight through the bar if you've got the damage output, but... Alright, so there's our breaker that we'll be using, but there's a lot more options than this. I think Null's probably the best breaker that we've got in the game right now for these elements. I know, oh my god. Null and Grappler, I think, are the only guys who cover both elements. For Ultima. Oh, Ultima's got unguard immunity. True that, David Son. You can't do that. True that, dude. Alright. So let's build an attacker. Attacker with... We want dark and we want water. So Occultist is basically my go-to attacker. For these elements, but you're also going to be able to use your soldier first if you got him. I know he's a crowd favorite. He's got all the elements you'll need to destroy these fools. Let's go ahead and build the soldier first. We haven't done that in a long time. Since we can hit the elemental weaknesses, we're going to go with an exploit weakness weapon, Gunblade. The Gunblade on Cloud. I know it looks so wrong, but you know, Arden is a really good card if you've got it. I'm gonna take Berserk off because I don't trust Berserk on a class that isn't really bulky. So instead of that, I would put like Warrior Trance on. Oops, that's Light Shift. Oh, maybe I don't have that card anymore. Oh, I've got it in the deck. Okay. So this can be a shift or like a, or it could be a Berserk. You just have to be careful with your Berserk. I would be careful personally on a Zerk with this job. 1-star defense, 7k, almost 8k HP. You could get one-shotted if there's no tank. I would go with maybe a water shift? Ice shift? Ice shift and a trance for this week for me. And I don't have any super solid damage dealing cards for water, but we could go with like Punishing Ice for our CRD, AoE CRD. This is okay. It's not optimal. I would prefer a water dealing damage card and to bring an AoE CRD on this side. But I don't have a Jet Shot. Like if you've got Jet Shot, Orphan works. Orphan definitely works on S1C. If you've got Jet Shot, that's a super good damage focus card. Or see, I don't have any of like the newer cards. As far as water damage goes, this is like the best thing I got. But this will be fine. I don't think this will be bad at all. Firm says water doesn't have any multi-strikes. It's the redheaded stepchild of elements. Oh no, dude. Okay, so that's an attacker, but you can also set up... We could actually set up a cultist to look way more badass than this. Way more badass than this, holy crap. And I'm more partial to mages anyway, so let's just do it real quick. This is what I would do if I was going occult. I would go with something like Detrudo. Probably something like an AoE CRD, which is Aravada, I want to say. Yeah. So basically, same thing as before, but we kind of switched it up. We can go with a water attack now. We can use Lasibran, which used to be so good, but it's not really anymore. So something like this could be good. We could keep the Ice Shift there. Occultist looks good, just as good as S1C looks this week. You want your damage dealing weapon on there, for sure. So something like that, or the Occultist. If you've got any Supremes, throw them in. Zazat's gonna look great this week. It's gonna help you break Ultima. It'll also help you kill Belias. I think it's gonna be important. I think the tank is gonna be the golden boy this week, though. Tank's gonna be MVP this week, in my opinion, just because you can, like, Pally can drive all those elements, and Pally's gonna be taking off that water, that oil debuff. Let me know what you guys think, though. As I said, I feel like going with Dragoon in this rotation as Breaker. Ooh, dude, it is possible. Hold on, can we set up a Dragoon? Oh my god. Dragoon has all the right elements? If you've got your Dragoon hooked up, I don't think Dragoon's a bad breaker at all. Yeah, I mean, no dark, but you could definitely make that work, for sure. Alright. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments and in the chat about all these decks, and let me know what you guys are going to be bringing to the battle, and what your favorite role is going to be to bring into the battle. And I'll see you guys on the Discord. I'll see you guys a little later. Make sure you come by. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share if this video helped you out. And you know, we'll keep it up. We'll keep going for the good Mobius community. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Dreamer Society for the win, baby.